What's up, everybody? Welcome to Marvel's Avengers Wartable for Wakanda. I am one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside Ms. Marvel herself, Sandra Saad. Hello, Sandra.
Yes, hello, that's me. Hello, Greg. How are you?
How excited are you?
I'm very excited. I'm very excited to be back here with the fans and be with you, someone who knows so much about video games.
Hey, chap.
Yeah, well, you can say that about video games, sure, but I do know a lot about Marvel's Avengers, ladies and gentlemen. True. I, much like all of you, have been playing nonstop for the past year. Loving it, wanting more from it, a whole bunch of different things.
Greg is giving the spiel. We're reacting. Here we go. I'm excited.
We're all very excited about it. And today, for the next 3 hours, Sandra and I
we're not here for 3 hours.
Interviewing the developers, interviewing the actors, showing new gameplay, and of course kicking it all off with a war table right now, all about it. Sandra, as we get ready to do this, why are you excited for War for Wakanda?
Because Black Panther rocks.
That is the correct answer. That is the correct answer, everybody. We are live on Twitch. We are live on YouTube. We were looking at your chat. I have things from the Reddit. We are all set to go. But before we kick this off and start the War for Wakanda expansion live here on all of your live streaming platforms, let's begin right now with the War for Wakanda War Table. Kevin, roll it.
Oh, Kevin Coel is in charge of this. Ayo. Okay, so YouTube stream. I'm also live on TikTok. So if I'm talking to TikTok, that's it. Hey, TikTok, youtube.com/joyclicks. Let me put that on the stream. We're reacting to the Wartable blog. Sorry, the Wartable presentation. That is going on live now.
My father came to your beautiful country when I was a child.
We got Claw.
He had heard about the mythical vibranium. But the Black Panther said they had no vibranium.
Everything in War for Wakanda looks so good.
He slit my father's throat.
Also, Steve Bloom as Claw is incredible.
Is dead. So you will have to do. You and your people.
You finally agreed to accept help, and it is from outsiders. That is not like you.
That skin looks really good.
I'm not accepting help. I am giving it.
Then let me send teams to the corrupted sites. Take the Dora Milaje with you. Do something other than driving yourself headfirst into danger.
I am not just a king on a throne. I am the Black Panther.
This performance is very good. I cannot wait to see this.
I will. Finish the job, boys.
They are attacking the shield around Peninsula. Care to join us below it?
You should increase your
Interesting choice to have Cap in the Stark suit. Not his best look.
Just for you, Panther.
Here they come.
Okay.
With me.
New enemy faction. Okay, this is in 24 hours, everybody. That was
Welcome
cool.
to the War Table for Wakanda, a walkthrough of the new expansion starring Black Panther, coming to Marvel's Avengers tomorrow at no additional cost.
Free, baby!
War for Wakanda is an exciting new release that aims at refreshing the Marvel's
Let me
Avengers
bump the quality up a
experience,
little bit.
most ambitious expansion since launch. We're excited to welcome Black Panther to Marvel's Avengers, and today
God, he
we're
looks
going
so
to share
good.
details with you about the story campaign, new gameplay, enemies,
That
and more.
suit.
And
Okay.
of course, we couldn't bring the king to Avengers without also bringing his kingdom. So we'll be unveiling some new details and footage of Wakanda as well. To ensure our War for Wakanda story does justice to such an important hero, our narrative team enlisted the help of well-known writer and Black Panther expert Evan Narcisse, author of The Rise of the Black Panther Marvel Comics.
Okay. I'm so stoked for this. It's gonna be very, very good.
Felt a special magic and are really proud of the work they've done to craft.
There's a lot riding on this expansion, I
Black
think.
Panther to life. Together, they threw themselves into the challenge of both respecting and celebrating existing Black Panther stories and bringing the culture of Wakanda to life. Here's Evan to tell you more about himself.
Okay.
Hi everybody, it's Evan Narcisse.
The Wartable interface, I think, could still use some work, but it's cool seeing it in Wakanda.
The narrative team and I drew inspiration from so many different story arcs in the comics, dating back to the Black Panther storylines such as Who is the Black Panther by Reginald Hudlin and John Romita Jr., and A Nation Under Her Feet by Ta-Nehisi Coates and Brian Stelfreeze. So these stories were, of course, so important to how we thought about...
The architecture looks really, really good.
When we were working on the narrative for War for Wakanda, it was essential for us to tell a Wakandan story, even though it takes place in the Avengers universe. And of course, Wakanda is its own sovereign African nation. It's also the most advanced civilization on Earth.
I really like that. It's like they're making a Black Panther game, because that's kind of what they're doing.
In a meteor that crashed on Earth centuries ago. The kingdom is ruled by King T'Challa, the Black Panther. And in War for Wakanda, T'Challa faces a massive invasion unlike anything the country has ever faced before. T'Challa is a man who lives many roles. He's a king, he's a leader of an entire nation, and he's a brother. And this invasion will test him in all of those roles. It's going to be really difficult for him to figure out who he is and what he needs to be for Wakanda to be safe. This invasion is led by Ulysses Klaue, a rogue scientist with a dark secret and a darker grudge. Klaue's assembled an army of mercenaries.
I wonder if this is the first time T'Challa meets Klaue.
Technology and large spider-like mechs that he unleashes into the Wakandan jungle.
Spider-Man.
Klaue's being bankrolled by one of the world's most sinister organizations, and he uses all that money and all those resources
Just say it.
Sonic fracking
Just say AIM.
all over Wakanda so he can extract vibranium from the soil. This is a devastating process that corrupts the vibranium and creates clusters of deadly, poisonous shards that show up all over the world.
Having a new objective.
This, of course, is how the Avengers get involved in the war for Wakanda.
We got a new jet.
After the 8-8 disaster, Wakanda closed its borders and cut off all communication with the outside world. After the dangerous corrupted vibranium starts to appear all over the globe, the Avengers travel to Wakanda to offer their help to King T'Challa. Another important character showing up in the expansion is Okoye.
Hell yeah.
She's the captain of the Dora Milaje, an elite fighting force that answers only to the king. She's also kind of the voice of truth for T'Challa, which means she tells the king stuff that everybody else is afraid to even voice. Along with Okoye, we've got Zavavari. He's a mystic who has this really tense, fraught relationship with the royal family. T'Challa's not the only member of the royal family showing up in this expansion.
Shuri.
We also have his younger sister, Princess Shuri. She's the head of technological development in Wakanda.
I do want to see some Shuri and Stark banter. I think that'd be very interesting.
Exposes the fragility of T'Challa and Shuri's relationship. It sets up a series of confrontations that will test their bond, as well as their partnership with the Avengers. Even if they all find a way to come together, it may not be enough to stop the growing threat to Wakanda and its people. The narrative team and I, we created this
the environment looks so good.
Black Panther adventure, drawing on inspiration from so many amazing existing storylines from the comics and other iterations of the character. We all know and love this character so much and want to share that love with all of you guys. And we're so excited about bringing this new adventure to Marvel's Avengers for all of you to enjoy.
Nice. Okay, so that's the story stuff. There's Crossbones right there.
And lethal claws. He is an
the gameplay I've seen so far looks really, really good for him.
The team has crafted a full arsenal of custom moves to capture his fighting style and bring him to life.
God, the flips.
Out of my sight is Black Panther's signature attack, which can be charged with intrinsic energy to perform the kinetic slash, a spiraling uppercut. From this move, Black Panther can branch in and out of the...
That's the thing. I feel like a lot of people don't give Avengers enough credit for actually how it plays, because the characters are very, very fun to play, and Black Panther looks awesome.
The intrinsic meter is super important for Black Panther. You're going to want to prioritize blocking and parrying to store kinetic energy, which can then be released in a percussive blast.
That was cool.
Panther's percussive blast unleashes all your stored energy in a large
got that kinetic energy stuff from the MCU.
Enemies and boosts Black Panther's melee damage for a short time.
Melee buff.
A parry just before an enemy attack connects to turn their attack into a blast of kinetic energy that knocks them back and staggers nearby foes. Enemies who have recently been parried are easier to interrupt.
Seen a lot of aimbots, and they said not any more aimbots. That's a little
energy and vibranium which can be thrown at enemies
upsetting, but
or far. His basic daggers will embed into targets, making them more vulnerable to melee damage. They're a great way to weaken an enemy before unleashing a barrage of melee attacks.
The no helmet look,
The
I'm glad we
command
can do
beads
that. That's
target
awesome.
enemies or allies and provide either detrimental or restorative abilities to their targets. The beads can be upgraded and provide additional support or offensive capabilities such as armor against attacks, destroying incoming projectiles, shooting enemy targets, or dealing
Like, imagine if
damage over
Black
time.
Widow was built like
Additional
Captain
skills
America.
can be unlocked
Ooh,
to
skill tree.
supercharge your sprint, evade,
Heavy looks light.
and combo finisher attacks using your intrinsic energy. There are so many ways to play Black Panther.
Maybe
but
he's
here
not
are
a big
some
brawler.
powerful highlights. The Assault Heroic King's Mercy is a vibranium spear that can pin multiple targets and deal out large amounts of damage. The spear can be customized
I like the
to
spear, it's a good
explode on
choice.
contact or create multiple smaller spears for rapid fire. Call upon the power of the Panther goddess Bast to summon a spectral
Bast?
panther
I thought it
to
was
charge
Bast.
through your foes and
Ew,
empower
my
Black
bad.
Panther with the energy from the ancestral plane, boosting defensive capabilities. Unleash supercharged attacks without expending any intrinsic energy. The ultimate can be customized to revive down heroes, weaken at nearby enemies, and even summon spectral warriors to fight alongside. Black Panther himself is a fully unique hero with the same amount of skills
looks
and
like
gear
it.
as the rest of the Avengers. He'll have around 40 outfits and a full suite of emotes, takedowns, and nameplates for the marketplace. Releasing alongside the War for Wakanda expansion is an extensive refresh to the menu pages for Marvel's
Oh, okay.
Avengers.
I thought we were gonna get an
Some
MCU
of
suit.
these updates are related to the new unified character page. It
I like
contains
this.
everything
I do like this a
associated
lot.
with the hero in one
The new character
easy-to-navigate
pages.
space. Here you can manage your gear, cosmetics, emotes,
Looks
and
way
takedowns,
snappier.
as well as view hero and challenge card progress, so you can get back to the action more quickly. This update includes commonly requested improvements for managing a hero's loadout, including more easily comparing items, locking your favorite gear for safety,
Thank
and
God.
dismantling multiple items at once. Direct access to your locker
Oh.
from anywhere adds an extra layer of convenience. This only scratches the surface of UI improvements our team has crafted for you in this update.
Okay. I like what I see. Wakanda overview.
As Evan mentioned earlier, we have drawn a lot of inspiration from the Black Panther comics, while striving to make a unique and respectful rendition of Wakanda and its cast of characters. War for Wakanda features a full new biome, the jungles of Wakanda.
The environment
showing
looks
off
really
both
good.
the
I'm wondering
rich
how
and amazing
scalable it
history
is.
of this ancient, unconquered African country, but
High
also the
ceilings, please.
futuristic, symbiotic technology of contemporary Wakanda. At the center is the Wakandan capital, Bernanzana, where our new outpost is located. It features King T'Challa's throne room from where he rules, and the command center where all important decisions regarding the country's security takes place. Shuri's lab houses the nerve center for Wakanda's Kimoyo network. The spiritual annex is located on the lower floor, where Zavavari aids the royal family in the ways of mystical powers. The Wakanda
I like
mission
the new
design is
area.
built on the same foundation as Marvel's Avengers, but with new objectives and an extra focus on dangerous traversal.
I think we have too many
exploration,
social
and
hubs,
puzzles.
but I do like this one a lot. Ooh, puzzles.
Almost all War for Wakanda content is multiplayer enabled, apart from the introduction mission, which is single player only. This
Okay.
is where Black Panther is introduced and celebrated as a new, unique hero.
Hell yeah. I'm excited. I cannot wait to play him. Characters overview. Okay, okay.
War for Wakanda features a full A-list cast of actors, helmed by Christopher Judge as Black Panther. Christopher is best known for playing Kratos in the latest God of War game and from the TV show Stargate.
Christopher
Shuri
Judge
is
is
played
such a
by Eric
good
Luttrell,
choice.
known from Dishonored, Westworld, and Apex Legends.
Apex?
Rey is played by Deborah Wilson from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Goat.
And Zavavari is played by Dave Fennoy,
Goat.
best known from the Walking Dead games. Steve Bloom is going all in as the villain
That's
Ulysses
so cool.
Claw.
I love that they got Steve Bloom for this game. That's
To
very
get
fun.
the Wakandan accent just right, we worked closely with Beth McGuire, the dialect coach from the Black Panther movie. Beth has had multiple coaching sessions with each of the key actors to ensure that the accents are properly delivered and has been an integral part of the voice sessions.
It's cool that they collaborated with the MCU, Marvel Studios,
As you may have
dialect
already
coach.
noticed, Wakanda will release with several new enemies. The main villain is Black Panther's nemesis from the comics, Ulysses Claw, also known simply as Claw. And we're bringing a new sonic rendition of him to life based on his iconic marble look.
Okay.
Claw's story is linked to Wakanda, and we're excited to
Titan
reveal
Claw.
an all-new version of his origins in this expansion. Claw has brought with him a team of mercenaries. They have
The
a
mercenaries
variety
are
of
very cool.
vibranium and sonic-powered powered weapons and should pose a real challenge for Black Panther and the Avengers.
Having new
We're also
elemental
introducing a
types
new
is
menace,
also exciting.
the spider-like crawlers. They come in different variants, including smaller-sized scout crawlers and large hunter crawlers.
I played the Halo trilogy for the first time recently, and seeing those things just make me think Flood, so I don't love that.
To debut Wakanda with 2 new villains in one expansion. Crossbones, or Brock Rumlow, is a sociopathic super mercenary who works for the highest...
I hope Crossbones is more than just like a super soldier, you know?
Crossbones is a formidable foe and has an impressive arsenal at his
Like, my worry is he's just gonna be Taskmaster too.
Impenetrable shield that makes him immune to many of Black Panther's attacks. Discover Crossbones' origins and find out how the Avengers created their own enemy. Thank you for joining us for our War for Wakanda Wartable. Log in tomorrow to play Black Panther and defend Wakanda alongside.
Oh, that's it?
Here's one last look at how massive Marvel's Avengers has become and why now is the right time to assemble.
Okay, okay. One more trailer. It sounds like a supercut trailer, but... Avengers, the Reassemble campaign. Alright. Hawkeye. Yeah, okay. So I did an episode of Excelsior with Jack this past week, and we were curious why do this presentation like literally the day before the expansion comes out for free. And part of us were wondering, is it for the crowd that's not playing the game? And now it seems like yes, because almost all of the information they showed was given out the last 2 weeks through blogs. Buy Marvel's Avengers and play War for Wakanda for free. Now's the time to assemble. Yeah, okay, this is the make or break mode for this game.
I'm standing in Wakanda. I still can't believe it.
I'm excited for like an update with Kamala too. I want to see how she feels about all this. Do we get a tease? Do we get a Spidey tease or something?
Are you not entertained?
That was a hard cut, okay.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to what is officially now the War for Wakanda launch party. I'm Greg. That's Sandra.
Okay.
And Sandra, I mean, the
Chat.
Table, hype as hell. There's so much to talk about for Black Panther.
I
War for
think
Wakanda.
that's
That was you
probably
again.
all we get.
I couldn't believe it either, girl. I couldn't believe it either.
How does that feel? How does that feel to be like, you know, there's this game.
Let's see what they're gonna
that's been living
say.
and breathing for a year. You have this dedicated fan base. I think last I checked was over like what is it, over 15,000 across all platforms watching us right now. People obviously love Avengers, but they love you as Ms. Marvel. What's that like to finally be back there, be in Wakanda, be able to say that, be you?
Honestly, Greg, sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget.
I think Sandra Saad did a really good take on Ms. Marvel, and I have a very high bar now.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Right, I'm a part of this. Right, yeah.
That's awesome. She seems great. I really like her performance,
Good.
but
you have a lot to be proud of. You're gonna be hanging
yeah,
out
it seems like they're transitioning to just a gameplay for War for Wakanda now,
3 hours, but 3 hours of War for Wakanda content.
which
If you're just joining us after that war
is
table, let me remind you that this, of course, is
not
Marvel
something that I'm going to be watching all of
What does that
because
mean? It means that for the rest of the day, myself,
within
Greg,
a day
and
I'm
Sandra
playing
Saad
it,
are
so
gonna
I don't
hang
want to be
out with you.
spoiled.
We're gonna talk to the developers. We're gonna talk to the cast. We're gonna show
Okay,
you
Greg.
more gameplay. We of course, just did the war table. We're gonna talk about where Avengers has been, where it's going, and everything like that. And this is the party atmosphere. And what I mean by that is, if you don't watch
Okay.
me on Kinda Funny, that means that
So yeah,
bringing the
it
garbage
seems
truck to
like
fire
Greg is transitioning to gameplay, the more casual stuff. Okay, presentation is over. It was a lot of talking points we've heard. If you've been following along, you've been listening to Excelsior. I think we went over almost all of that on our own this past episode. Which, there's still some good-looking stuff. I cannot wait. I'm really excited. I was hoping for maybe some comments on the raid or the Omega level threat that's coming with War for Wakanda post-launch. Didn't get that, but yeah. I think this is exactly what I considered it would be of, hey, this is to sell people, carry on that momentum from the free weekend. I don't think that was
for free.
for the hardcore fans.
Drum roll, please. It is tomorrow, of course, as you already know, the 17th.
But yeah,
8 a.m.
it was good.
Pacific, give or take.
Everything looks good. I'm excited.
Here's some update there. You're doing things.
So.
8 a.m. Pacific, give or take, but you don't have to wait. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start.
8 a.m. Pacific.
Jump right into Wakanda. Are you
So.
excited?
Go. I'm ready to jump. Yes.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll be streaming on twitch.tv/chun2d2. A lot of this game, I'm going to be streaming my time with War for Wakanda tomorrow. Not going to watch the campaign anymore because I don't want spoilers. I'm sure you don't either since it is so close to releasing. But yeah, that was the reactions for War for Wakanda here on JoyClicks. Overall, it was fine. Fine presentation. Content is super exciting, but we've known it's going to be super exciting. So I'm just waiting for it now. This Saturday, Excelsior, Jack, and I will give our full thoughts on War for Wakanda. And yeah, get playing. I think the game is probably on sale right now. Honestly, at this point in time, I can, especially if you're a Marvel fan, I can fully recommend Marvel's Avengers because the combat is fun. All the characters are very fun to play. The story is real great. The gear stuff, it's kind of weak. Kind of like very weak. It is like water levels of weak. Like, it is... The gear is the weakest thing. But I do think the abilities, the story, the characters, all very, very fun, especially if you're a fan of Marvel. And now getting basically a full Black Panther campaign, basically a full Black Panther game in this game for free. Absolutely worth it. If you can find it on sale, for sure worth it. But yeah, I'm excited. I think this is probably the game's last major shot. I imagine if this doesn't do well, they'll get Spider-Man out this year because of the contract and then show on the road to a new game. But yeah, that is Marvel's Avengers. That is the War for Wakanda Wartable. The Wartable for Wakanda, as they said it. But yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, at ChunTD2 is me on everything. Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, a lot of T's. And yeah, tomorrow, as soon as I can go live, I will be streaming the War for Wakanda expansion. So look forward to that. If you don't have the game, if you want to get your sights on it, you can hang out with me and experience it. And then, of course, like I said, full thoughts on Excelsior this weekend. But thanks for joining, chat. That is the YouTube stream. This should be in the reactions tab. I'm not going to upload this to the podcast feed. I considered doing it if it was going to be intense, but it is just me. It is not a lot of stuff. So thank you for hanging out. If you did, stay tuned for more Avengers, more Marvel stuff, of course. And I will see you